Hey, student, how are you? Welcome to our session on systems of linear inequalities. We're going to take a look at this example of a system, more than one, a system of linear inequalities. Let's start graphing our first linear inequality. Y is less than or equal to 5x. Our y-intercept is 0. And we'll graph our first point, 0, 0. And then we'll use our slope, up 5, right 1, to get a couple of points on our line. Now let's take a look at the inequality part of our inequality. We have less than or equal to. So we will use a solid line, less than or equal to, solid line. I'm going to save the shading for the end. Just want to extend that line. All right. I'm going to shade below the line. I'm going to save that for the end. Let's take a look at the second inequality. Let's start with our y-intercept. And then we'll use our slope. And we'll graph a couple of points on the second line. Starting with our y-intercept, -2. And then using our slope. And in the inequality part, we have less than. We will use a dotted line. Dotted line. Oh, a little crooked there. It's okay. Good enough. Dotted. And less than, we will shade below the line. Speaking of shading, let's take a look at that. We will shade below our pink dotted line. And we will shade below our blue line. And we have our overlapping area. I'll make this purple. And the overlapping shaded area is the solution area. Any point in this overlapping shaded area is a solution to the system. Go ahead and try one of the points in this area. Let's see here. We could use 1, -5 to test. 1, -5. And if we test this point, let's go ahead and do that. If we substitute -5 in for y and 1 in for x, in the first inequality, we get -5 is less than or equal to 5. -5 is less than 5. That is true. It works for the first inequality. It needs to work for both in order to be a solution. So let's go ahead and test our solution in the second. And you can always use a calculator. We get -5 is less than -2.75. That is also true, since our test point works for both. We know this is the solution area. That concludes our session, Systems of Linear Inequalities. Thanks so much for joining our session, and I'll see you next time.